Hi, welcome to Travel Tales with Judith. I'm Judith, and I share experiences from a lifetime of traveling. This should be episode 5. A number of years ago, I was in the north part of Guatemala, basically seeing the fantastic ruins of Tikal. But the lake right there is a lake called Petén, and on the edge of the lake is a water slide. So I arrived there with my adult son and 2 friends, and we stood there looking at the top of the slide, which was cement. And there was a sign there that said, in Spanish, I translate literally, throw yourself off at your own risk. Well, my friend Martha decided that she had to do this, and she got on the slide and found out that she didn't slide because the cement was not real smooth. So she ended up taking off. It's what did she take off? She took off her blouse, and I think that was all. But that gave her enough skin contact that she'd be able to go down the slide. And as we looked down the slide, it was quite high up. We saw that it made a right angle turn to the left before it dumped you off into the lake. So Martha went down the slide, and then climbed up the stairs and said she loved it. My son went down the slide twice. You just had to get enough clothes off so you could do the slippery business and go. And then I didn't want them to get the better of me on this. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go down the slide. So I took off my blouse and was in my bra and my shorts and got on the slide. And my only concern was that I was wearing contact lenses, and I was afraid that I had to make sure I had my eyes closed really tight when I went into the lake. So the slide was really quite fast, and it was a pretty long slide. And I made the right angle turn. And as I got close to the dropping off point in the lake, I closed my eyes really tight. But I forgot to close my mouth. So the lake water came into my mouth. And of course, the minute I landed in the water and felt the water in my mouth, I thought I could have made a really bad mistake here. But there was nothing else to do except we put our clothes back on and we got in a little boat that would take us over to the town of Flores, which is on the island that sits in the middle of the lake. We were all soaking wet. We all looked like drowned rats. And we get off on this little island, and there was a store there. And for whatever reason, we went in that store. And the man looked at us and said to us, "Oh, did you go down the water slide?" And we all smiled. "Oh, yes, we went down the water slide." And he says, "Oh, senora," he says to me, "in the last week, 2 people were killed on that water slide. One man went down the slide, and when he went into the lake, he hit his head on a rock. The other man went down, but he didn't make the right turn. He was going really fast. And when it made the right angle turn, he went straight off into the woods and landed." So we all stood there looking, oh my gosh, we have really just escaped some horrible danger. It's one of these situations where we didn't know, we went down in ignorance and thought we'd had a really good time. Anyway, the only thing then I had to worry about was the water in my mouth, and thank goodness I did not come down with any horrible stomach ailment at all.